Hey guys, welcome back to Project White Fang, where we're converting a 1994 V6 automatic Mustang into a 32 valve 4.6 5-speed. The donor car that we were using was hydro-locked engine and had been setting for about 2.5 years. When we put everything into the vehicle, went to fire it over, the relay was just double clicking, which tells me it was clicking on, couldn't get a signal from the fuel pump, and clicking back off. So we did some tests. There's a brown and pink wire in the inertia switch. Let me show you. So for those people who don't know, come around, cameraman, inside the trunk. Right here is your inertia switch. This brown and pink wire, if you can see it clearly, is the one that right when you do key on, it will be hot for about 2 seconds and then let go. Sends power down in all the way into the fuel pump through this grommet right here, which tells you if your fuel pump's going to have power or not. So once we determined that power was going to the fuel pump, we knew at that point that the fuel pump, because it wasn't engaging, was bad. So here's what we did. I called up a typical Mustang performance place, ordered the appropriate fuel pump for this model year. The 98 from the donor car in which it came are bastard year cars. They are a return style system but with a returnless pump. So I ordered one, got the BBK unit 1861. The problem is it came in with a single wire. It did not have this additional plug which goes to this sensor right here, which to me I think, and I haven't looked up the part number, but this is probably to the evaporator canister, and just to make sure all the emissions are correct. So I called them back and I said, hey guys, do you have one with a 2-wire harness? My particular unit requires a double harness. They did some research, found out that it wasn't going to be available for a month. I don't have that kind of time. So all I did was I butchered my old one, stole the harness off of the old line, repinned this new plug to accept the 7 prongs. It came standard, if you can see that. Can you see that, cameraman? It came only with 4 holes in it, so it only came with 4 wires. A hot and a ground to the pump, and a hot and a ground to the fuel float sending unit. Well, on this one, come over here, cameraman. This particular system has 1, 2, 3 over here, and then the 4 that operate the fuel pump and sending unit. These 3 wires are just this plug all by itself. So I just simply cut it out, taped it up myself, so I could use this pump. I've already plugged it in, had gas spray everywhere, so I know it works. So that's a good thing. But long story short, sometimes when you're short-handed on time or you're maybe a little desperate, don't be afraid to repin things. Let me go and show you guys how that's done, so in case you guys need to know in the future, it's pretty simple. Here was the old setup. Here's the standard 4 wires that just go to the pump. I took out this part of the harness that went to that other sending unit, as you guys can see. Here's the old plug. When these get put in from the factory, anybody can make these. They go in and they click and they lock in. I'll just show you guys real quick. So if you see in there, there's already the 2 prongs. What you do is you're going to take just a small little screwdriver. I took the smallest one I had, something maybe generally for glasses. There's normally a little tab in here, it looks like this. You're going to pull that tab out so you can access. You can pull on these all day long, they'll never go in, they'll never come out, they're locked in. You're going to reach way down in there and you're just going to unplug it. You'll feel a little tab, let go. I say that. There it goes. You pull the little tab out and these let go. So all I did was I just repinned this whole thing, took the old tab out, used the new one, just copied what was over here on this fuel pump for this sending unit, and then again took the other wiring harness, spliced into it, and voila, a working fuel pump, and I don't have to wait a month. So what we're going to do today, we'll come back on another video. I had a little accident. I had a battery go bad and leak all into my relocation tub. So I got to pull that apart, clean it up before I can put this back in, because that's how I have access. It's the only time I have access, otherwise this is in the way. So I'm going to clean that up first, just a little accident, get a new battery, and then we're going to install the fuel system back into the vehicle and fire this thing up today. This is Thanksgiving 2013, so it's one of my only days off. I've been working like crazy, that's why the videos have stopped coming, but I plan on firing this car up today on Thanksgiving Day and getting this project done as soon as possible. So thanks for all 658 views so far on this project and the 6 subscribers, and we will come back at you when we're installing the fuel system. One other thing too, it's always a good idea, no matter what. This was only a couple years old, but again, it had been setting, so it could have developed varnish or who knows what. Always change the fuel filter. It's a very simple job once this is out of the way. So I just did that. So it's got a new fuel pump, new fuel filter, and we'll fire this thing up today. Stay tuned.